Footballers, if you're training in an effort to increase your muscular size, it's really important to remember that that adaptation occurs in response to the damage which you built up and created in your training session. So the subsequent inflammatory response, that's really important to enable the hypertrophy, so the increase in your muscle size, to manifest. In relation to that, there are a few reasons why it's pretty difficult to increase your muscle mass and increase muscular size during the season as a footballer. The first one is that because of the type of training that you have to do typically for hypertrophy to occur, it often leads to a lot of soreness, and we really don't want that as a footballer during the season. You want to be ready for training and matches and recover as quickly as possible. And some of the strategies that you'll probably be implementing now to try and do that include massage, cold baths, contrast baths, and it's been shown that these recovery techniques actually have a dampening effect. They reduce the inflammatory response, and that inflammatory response is a key part of the hypertrophy training to enable the adaptations to occur. So that's why the guidance often is that if you're going to implement all these different recovery strategies, absolutely go for it during the season, because your priority is to recover quickly and be ready for training and matches. During the off season, that's when you want to really avoid implementing things such as cold baths, because that's one of the only times during the entire year where you can train a little bit more in terms of wanting to create some extra muscle soreness, increase your muscle size, because that can lead to increased strength and power. So you want to hold off implementing the ice baths there, because you want that inflammatory response to remain, and you're going to see better adaptations from your hypertrophy training if you do that. Now, the second reason why it's pretty difficult to increase your muscle mass during the season as a footballer is because your energy expenditure is going to be pretty high. You're going to be training hard with your team. You're going to be having matches, obviously, sometimes multiple times per week. You're going to be doing probably your own gym training as well. So your energy expenditure is high. You've got to match that with your nutritional intake and exceed that as well for an increase in muscle size to occur. Plus, when you're playing matches and that, often your appetite has come down a little bit. So it can be harder to get that number of calories in, which is why you often see footballers looking a little bit more muscular as they return back from pre-season. And then throughout the season, they start to slim down a little bit more. And the nature of playing football and having less time to train hypertrophy in the gym has a natural slimming effect as well. So if this tip helps you out, please share it with your teammates and your coaches, and I'll catch you in the next video.